I Want More Comics and Games presents New Comic Book Day, September 10th, 2025. Jason Todd returns in Red Hood #1. Tom Taylor brings a new kid book called Court, Children of the Round Table, and Absolute Batman continues. Punisher is back with a new Red Band miniseries. The Undead Iron Fist is here, but what are his plans? Alex Ross Timeless variants continue this month. Transformers concludes with the current creative team of Daniel Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona with issue 24. A special prequel event happens in Redcoat #14, and Spawn drops issue 368. After 25 years of Powers, the original creative team are back with all new stories. With Powers 25 #1, Magic the Gathering presents the untold stories of Elspeth. Godzilla's new Kisei era continues. Get what you want and more at iwantmorecomics.com.
Welcome everyone to the show.
Hello, hello. It's time for some hype.
Getting it all on. Jump us up there. Tuesday night, so welcome to everyone. Rich and Keith back at it again. This time, instead of us talking about the future, Tuesday night's about the now.
Mm-hmm.
And we have got the books that are hitting the rack tonight. Hold slots have been pulled. Emails have been sent. You guys can even go right to the website and start ordering and following along directly with us.
It's probably a good idea.
It's not a terrible idea. Our little intro video is what pops up tonight for the showing off the rack. So you'll see that post coming out shortly. And but we're here with the live show so that everyone can turn around and participate, ask questions if you've got it, or turn around and correct us if we get it wrong, you know.
Exactly. There's a bunch of stuff to talk about today. We really, I'm going to call this the release of the Angry Guys with Guns.
All right,
the big two are bringing it with two very angry dudes with guns that they like to use to dish out justice. Why don't you show us where we can go to find? There's actually like 5 different ways you can get to this page from our.
Yeah, just a million
homepage.
things to do, but that's all right. You know, all this on the homepage, you've got Richie some of the stuff he's already highlighted down here. But on menu, it's the shop button. Go directly to the new releases this week. Bada boom, bada bing. You get everything there. And you know what? If you just happen to miss something from a past week, you can turn around and scroll our last 3 weeks right up here and see what was on the rack and what we still have in stock.
All right. So here we're going to might as well start with the big guns that I was talking and referring to. These two characters are nothing alike in any way, but we'll start with Marvel with Punisher Red Band.
That guy.
Punisher is joining the cool Red Band era where we polybag these comics because they're a little bit more violent than typical teenage presentation comic books. I wouldn't say that they're adult in any manner, but they do really highlight the gore, if you will. Thank you, Keith, for putting up that Frank Miller variant for me.
I always play to my crowd.
There are several options for these, but they are going to all be polybagged, so you'll have to open them for the explicit content material inside. This is one part of a 5-part series, I believe. And it's also going to coincide with a later release for the world to come, Marvel Knights Punisher, releasing in a few weeks. And we go from that guy to a totally different character from DC called Red Hood.
He's not the Punisher?
He's not the Punisher, no. Red Hood, and they're very...
Order.
Yeah. Red Hood may look like he uses the same weaponry as Big Punisher, but he has decided to leave Gotham. He's going on his own. This does spark from the Hush series, from the events of the Hush series that hasn't quite completed yet. So most likely there's no spoilers in this issue, but the reason he's where he's at in this series is going to be because of the things that happened in Hush that we haven't got to read yet. Awesome covers abound. I really like the Boland. There's just really good ones. The Delato, which is a feature for the month. Delato's going to have a ton of great covers. But yeah, it's really hard to pick one for me. Next up, I have one I thought I'd highlight. I don't think we have many of these, so this might be a get in and grab quick, but it's called Spectators. It's a hardcover.
All right.
And it is
I can just go to trade hardcovers for that one.
It is an Image comic.
Ah.
Spectators is actually a graphic novel, an original graphic novel by Brian K. Vaughan and Nico Henterin. It's basically looking at sex and violence and 100 years in the future. Like, there's a lot of really cool, unique things. I trust Brian K. Vaughan pretty explicitly. Like, he can do no wrong. And I thought an original graphic novel would be cool to highlight. So this is one of those special ones that if you were on our final orders cutoff, you probably could have taken care of yourself, but now you're at the mercy of what we brought to the store, which I can't imagine is a ton, being at a $30 hardcover, but it is available to purchase right now. So get in quick if it's something you're interested in.
Artist, same as the interiors as the covers, Nico Henrichon in here. And that is the person, they did Pride of Baghdad.
Yes. Oh, so, excellent. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a pretty big one.
Pretty solid. Chris, welcome to the show. Thanks for showing up.
Next up,
full participation. So throw elbows.
Next, we have just a cover I wanted to look at. Supergirl 2025. It's kind of a throwaway because it's the 5th issue of this comic and the 5th iteration of the Art Germ variants, but these variants I think are very, very hot, and like the Catwoman series before it, I think you're going to want all of them. Based on from that, I would suggest picking those up from this site to pick them up early and make sure you don't miss them. The cool thing about this is that Art Germ got to design this outside of Catwoman, where he was working with someone else's design. This Supergirl design is actually from Art Germ, so
yep.
It's kind of like a double ownership.
Jose here.
Sure.
Jose, so welcome to our show. This specifically is the new release rack for tomorrow. If you want to follow along, we turn around, join us on the website, click on the shop, and the new releases this week. That's the pages we're using here. You can place orders for anything that's on the new release rack through our website here. Select in-store pickup because I know you're local, and it'll be pulled for you, and you do not have to battle any lines at the register.
Correct. Next up,
I think, by the way, I'm gonna hit real quickly on this.
Please do.
On the Art Germ, that Chuma Hill, the pumpkin spicy.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad at all. Like, it's just got a style to it, you know.
And
like
it's a little bit of a theme that they kind of have going. It's not. I don't think it's a direct theme, but there is this Halloween pumpkin thing they're doing for DC.
Oh, it's full blown theme.
Oh, okay, so
there you go. At the bottom, it's called Pumpkin Spicy.
Oh, Pumpkin Spice 'em. There you go.
So it's the festive theme and a little bit of sass to the covers.
Correct. So yeah, those are some of the DC ones that I think are cool. There is one I wanted to highlight for another variant cover that I think will go fast. It's DC X Sonic. It is the 4th printing, but these things do fly off our shelves, especially online. So if you guys haven't seen these, it's because they've been selling very fast digitally. Sonic's a big property now that those movies have been out, and just kiddos love it. But this has been like a mixture of DC versus and Sonic the Hedgehog, and they've been doing different themes. Like, I believe Sonic was Batman, Knuckles was Superman, and now we have Tails here as Cyborg. This is the 4th or 5th printing of it.
Mhm.
And it will be on the rack, but it will go very, very fast. So don't miss out on those. Another one
that was the most appropriate was Flash, by the way. Well,
yes, it was Flash was Sonic, yeah, and Shadow was Batman. That's right. Yes.
there you go.
So I think it's mandatory that we talk about the biggest seller in comics of all time, which is Absolute Batman. This thing is a monster all across the nation. It does continue, and it has amazing pieces all the way across. I really, really dig the Paul Pope, but I think Dennis Cohen comes out as the number one pick for me. But in general, you can't miss. Absolute Batman's great, both outside and inside. Hopefully you guys are on top of that. And I mean, as popular as it is, and as much as we do stack on the rack, it is still one of the ones that sells out all the time. So,
well, and one of your big differences here between the new release rack versus the pre-order shows that we do, new release rack here is carrying the ratio variants because we have them in stock right now.
good point, Keith.
Everything that you see here is live and ready to go. We've got 1 in 25s, we've got 1 in 50s as of this moment. As people turn around and buy us out, well, then that's what happens. But that is exactly why we turn around and put the show up here for availability, get you guys ahead of it, and give you the opportunity. Because you know what? If all you need is an A cover, cool. Put in for an A, have it on your hold slot, whatever that is. But when you find those other ones, you know, this Subic here for 1 in 25, somebody's going to find that ultra cool.
Yeah, it really
to
is
match
cool.
for you and all this, then here's your availability.
We'll stick with DC for now. I do have a lot of DC because I'm a sucker. Let's talk about Cort, C-O-R-T, Children of the Round Table. One of the things that we talk about in comic books is having an all ages comic, just something to get the younger generation interested and into. And I think that one of the perfect people to do it is Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor is known for his creative writing and engaging storytelling, and this is going to be the same. It's going to be great for kids, great for you. You can read it with your family. I think you want to get on it early. Kids' books do typically sell out, and if it does have any potential collector value, which I don't think is the reason to shop for it, but kids' comics are also the ones that get destroyed. So you want to be on top of that. I think you want to get in on the front. It is as it says, it's like kids being from the Round Table, wielding ancient magical weapons and kind of going on adventures. So I'm very into that. You did highlight one of my favorite covers with Justin Wen, who I think is a genius, with a little Batman and such. And here we have Cort.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about a couple anniversary stuff. The first one is I think, lesser known one, but it's called Nocturnals. It's from Dark Horse. This is Nocturnal Sinister's Past. For those that have been around a while, might know the name of where Sinisters come from. It's Dan Brereton's masterpiece, The Nocturnals. This is the 31st anniversary, and they're bringing back kind of like a short story to kind of highlight it. We have really cool things. To me, it reads like Creature Commandos, but we're going, they're trying to protect us from Eldritch horrors and things like that. It has a stunning Sean Murphy piece, which I'm always looking for.
Yeah, I figured that the internals and the main covers are all going to be Dan Brereton. Pretty much people know that kind of almost the style that he has for that. But it looks like he's going to at least have a couple of good guest artists on there for some beads that may pique your interest. And I know we have the fandom out there for Sean Gordon Murphy's.
Absolutely. Moving on to another anniversary is called Powers 25. This is a pretty well-known property from Brian Michael Bendis. It is just your typical, like, everyone has superpowers world and how people live within it. Had a unique, engaging text. A lot of people kind of fell in love with the storyline, and it has been 25 years, and they are back with new stories, starting with Powers 25 #1. David Mack and Brian Michael Bendis go together like PB and J. So obviously we have a gorgeous Mack cover to present for you. If you were reading that back in the day and want to make sure you don't miss out on the new run, I would either, if you're a hold slot, make sure you message me and get yourself onto it. If you're interested to see what this hubbub's about, this is a great jumping on point. Brian will definitely write to make sure you know everything before moving further.
Mhm.
Next, let's talk about the Toxic Crusaders. This is going to be a Ahoy Comics. Yes. Toxic Crusaders. I don't know if you know, but everybody out there, we have a movie called The Toxic Avenger that just released. And it was a success. Everybody really liked it. And I think it is still keeping to its underground independent roots. This is in celebration of that fact. This is the Toxic Crusaders, which is kind of more into the very independent animated cartoon that they had a while back. So again, this is independent, so not a lot of orders, not a lot on the rack, but if it's something you're interested in, I thought I'd highlight it so we can make sure you don't miss out on the Toxic Crusaders. This does come off of Toxic Avenger that was released, I want to say 3 months ago or so. I think it just ended. So this is kind of moving forward and building or expanding on that world, which is really cool. I thought it was a good film myself, Chris. I really liked it. They had like this campaign too, that if you went and saw the movie, they were actually donating to, they were donating proceeds to the environmental charities and stuff like that. So
Nice.
Really cool. Next up, we are going to visit the X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha. So from what I gathered on this bad boy, the X-Men of Apocalypse are going to join the main Marvel Universe roster from the original Age of Apocalypse. So this is the worn-torn group trying to find their place in the universe and trying potentially to warn us against the Age of Revelation coming. There's just a ton of variants for this bad boy, and I wanted to highlight a few of them, talk about our favorites. The first one obviously being a Scotty Young cover that's just hilarious. There's also the animated Mark Brooks cover that I think has a huge following. The Joe Mad cover is ridiculous.
Joe Mad speaks really to that original, era. He was front line for the books back then, and so much of it just screams his kind of in-your-face style of the 90s.
One of those unique things that doesn't portray through the website, but will when you enter your local comic shop is X-Men Apocalypse, the Lionel Yu foil variant. That thing is gorgeous. Really, really good foil on it. It caught my eye immediately. I was like, ooh, very pretty. Also features a Momoko that I know there's a huge following for, and even the A cover is Simone DeMeo. So, I mean, no slouches in this bad boy.
No, lots of options.
To Keith's point, also we have our ratios available for the first time on the website while supplies last. So make sure to snag one of those up if you see them, because you would not able to get those previously.
Yep.
From there, I want to bring attention still in the Marvel Universe to the Undead Iron Fist.
Here.
That is correct. A lot of really cool covers on this. I know that there are Iron Fist fans, but let's be real, there's not a ton of us out there. And it's a handful, which means that if you didn't order it on final order due dates, you're going to have to chase it on the rack. And I want to make sure we highlight these really cool BC characters, because these are the ones that end up missing by your Saturdays or Sundays because there wasn't a ton available. For this one, they say the Book of Iron Fist declares that every Iron Fist will die by the age of 33. But who wrote that false prophecy? Danny Rand was killed, but can you truly kill the immortal Iron Fist? So he's back. He's trying to find out who lied and who's writing this. I'm a big Iron Fist fan. I really enjoy his stories, even the bad ones. I'm just all in on that. So that Philip Tan cover is the one I highlighted on our video because it just speaks to me. All around great stuff.
I'm personally over here to the Protasio.
Of course, yeah. Gee, I wonder why. That might be your guy.
That's fandom from the past.
Yes. But that's even the A cover. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
Now let's talk about the ending of something. Let's talk about Image or Skybound's Transformers number 24. We have
one with a lot of options,
unbelievable options, and a big ratio that we should definitely highlight. I want to know if Sean's seen it yet.
The spokes?
No, the Nakayama.
The Nakayama is really nice,
and it has Sean's favorite Transformer on it. So Transformers number 24 will be the completion of the arc for our current creative team, which is Daniel Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona. We are going to be moving with issue number 25 to Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora, which I cannot wait. But I don't want to, I don't want to blow over how great this Transformers run has been. I think it's been incredibly successful. I think we've all been waiting for this moment. The trail line on this is final issue, Optimus Prime versus Megatron. That's it. So it's been a long time coming. There have been you can look right next to it. We have issue 2 there for 9th printing. Like, this book has been available for everybody, and everyone that's ever joined it has joined in all the way. They've gone all in. They pick up every week. They've added G.I. Joe. They've added Void Rivals. This is an incredible universe that has a succinct story, and I'm very cool with it. I think this will be a pretty big shakeup for it to switch over to a new creative team.
I just had to check out that DWJ wraparound.
Right?
I mean,
look at it.
Good Lord.
It's so good. There's nobody that does it better, man.
Good Lord. All right. Okay.
All right. We're coming up at the end of my highlights, but there are just a lot of comic books I think we can look at, which I think are kind of cool for a couple minutes. The first one I had was Batman Gotham by Gaslight, the March variant.
The March, yep.
Yeah, I just really like that. And then I was looking at it thinking that that's incredible. And then the next one next to it was absolutely bonkers. And I don't know this person, but Chris Stevens.
I've definitely seen the name. I don't know if I could pick it out.
I just don't know if I know this artist, but I really think there's a lot there in that variant.
Reminds me, some of the elements really remind me of Olivetti.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, there's just some crazy angles and
sleek shine.
Very, yes.
There's a lot going on here.
Just a name I didn't think, and again, a variant we probably didn't order much on, so you might want to look at that bad boy. We can look at a ratio variant, Batman and Robin, number 25, which is the Ashley Wood.
Yeah, there's a fan base out here.
There's a huge fan base for Ashley Wood, and I thought we should take a look at that. It's just really, really good. I also can't believe we're already on 25 of that series. Makes me feel like I'm going crazy, but that's cool. One of my favorites and mandatory as well, Hello Darkness. You can guess which one.
Which variant I'm going to pull up for that. Hold on. Let me surprise myself. Let's see if I can guess. I mean,
Miguel Mercado's good. Don't get me wrong.
You can't just gloss over that. But
you can't gloss,
I guess if you have a crush.
That's correct. Yes, absolutely. And the thing I like about Hello Darkness, Frisson, is that Frisson kind of, if you're a collector, you can kind of feel like, oh, I've seen that face before. I've seen that pose. every Hello Darkness one is wild. It's crazy. She goes into a very creepy place, and I think it's nuts.
It's like the Twilight light element that she uses to give like a bluish to the skin.
Mhm.
I've seen on a lot of the Hello Darknesses that really kind of stylize that horror kind of feel.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very outside. Like you see her soft tones and you're kind of like fall in love, but then you see the horror tones and you're just absolutely creeped out. If you want to chat about some crossover here, we have Magic the Gathering at Dark Horse.
I had to bring up this one because I can't believe
go ahead.
You didn't have this on your list because there's a shark cover out.
Mm-hmm.
You know how shark covers go.
I do.
Like Demon Tales Descent. This is going to be so if you guys see the word Massive Publishing as the publisher, Massive Publishing is actually a sub distributor. Is the way that this works. Is that all these other smaller imprints are getting a chance to reach a larger audience because Massive is being able to distribute them using their channel through Lunar. So it's kind of a conglomerate partnership kind of idea, and it's really smart because it gets smaller, lower published items out there in an easier way. So if you guys do, like, I don't know who Massive Publishing is. Well, it's because technically this book is being put out here by the AMP. It's Chispa, I think. But they're all under the Massive umbrella to get it out there and make it available.
Yeah, and that's actually a good point, especially with the loss of Diamond. This is a great way for independent titles to actually see the light of day. So,
yeah, they're able to pool that work together. And then what was the one you were picking up?
I was going to move us towards Dark Horse and talk about Magic the Gathering's Untold Stories for a moment. Yeah. Not only did I feature one of the covers, this one it says unavailable, so I'm not sure if.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check. We might have had damages on this.
Yeah, so this is one to look out for, but it can explain a little bit of what that means. Is that sometimes when we get our comic books in, they're just hammered. They're beat to crap, and what we have to do is we have to send them back to our distributor, and until they come back, they'll look sold out. But you want to constantly come in here and check to make sure that when they become available, you can pick them up. When we do get them in, we turn them right back on, and they'll be available to buy. Mm-hmm. This is a crossover audience. I think Magic the Gathering and comic books are pretty close to one another, and the stories in Magic the Gathering are actually really, really, really good. I know some people that don't even play Magic and only strictly stick to the lore stories because of how well they've been put together.
Well, and even through the card game, the character Elspeth, which was Planeswalker, died, was sacrificed way back in Theros. And they have been continuing stories and hints that, there's a path back kind of idea. So this is, again, part of the story, part of the things that are going on. There have been newer cards with Elspeth, that's what this is, filling in the blanks of some of that it used to be that when the game came out, there was a storybook that came inside Fat Pack boxes, but that was a long, long time ago. And now they either bring those stories up on their own website or have partnered with comics to be able to tell them.
Excellent. Let's see. I think that's everything I brought to the table. I was thinking we could bring up timeless variants and show people how to look them up.
Mm-hmm. So on our filters over here on the side, again, we'll point out, if you just see it for the first time, you can always search something by your favorite credits, writers, artists, and especially say cover artists here. Mm-hmm. Then when we also get into something that has a cover theme here, we have 3 of them here. They're kind of cut off right now just because I've got this screen really enlarged, so it comes through great for you guys. They look a lot better if I make them the normal size, right? Mm-hmm. But the Alex Ross Timeless this week releasing is the Eddie Brock Carnage with Shayna the She-Devil, and Exceptional X-Men has Old School Kitty and Lockheed on that there.
And I like this especially for Timeless as an example, because Timeless doesn't really have a rhyme or reason sometimes. Like, they just kind of put Alex Ross's characters on anything they can for the month to get them all out. And this, I think, is a perfect example where you might be like, oh yeah, obviously Exceptional X-Men has Shadowcat, but like Eddie Brock Carnage, you might have missed this comic looking for her.
Mm-hmm. I'm give you guys one other kind of path around this, and again, it's kind of jumping through the system a little bit differently, but also underneath our shop, we have the ordering catalogs. We're just starting to populate the September one of what's available to order this month. August was last month's, and will contain some of this stuff, and then July the month before. But let's say I jump into August here. I hope that this is all going to work out exactly the way I'm planning, because I'm kind of guessing on dates.
Mm-hmm.
So like cover theme, I've only got the Muppets. So I think maybe maybe those were even a month before that into July.
That could be.
Because I think
because there's our Batman right there.
Yeah, so Alex Ross Timeless here, you can see all the ones that we currently do have in stock. So not just this week, but these are all the ones in stock. It won't show you future ones that we haven't received.
That's
it
a
will
really
show
cool
you if
trick.
they are able for pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
But another way that if you're playing catch up and want to make sure that you haven't missed something, you can use the website to turn around and make sure that you've got that, and find one that you're missing. You can quickly add it to your cart.
All right. Well, that locks up our half hour. I do think there's plenty on the rack, so I can't wait to check out more of it. And again, we only get to talk for like a half hour. If you guys want to bring stuff in, like if you're like, hey, you guys are not talking about Scorch this month, like it just came out in trade paperback, are you guys going to not talk about that? Bring it up, because I'd love to talk about what you guys think is good too. This is an open-ended show. I love hearing about things that you guys are into or looking forward to. And I really want to make this show, the hype show, exactly that, where we are hyping up the really cool comics everyone's excited about that's coming out tomorrow. It's not a huge turn or wait time. Like, we're going to talk about it in about 14 hours. We're all going to be here picking up comics. So please come with ideas and things that you're looking forward to as well. And maybe even questions you have about the website, because we can show you quickly how to jump in and out. We have the master here. He's always here hosting. So
use the tools. That's why we're putting them there, is to try to make it available. So we want to make sure that you guys have the best collecting experience you can have, making things available. We want to point out a couple things that might need to hit your radar. But at the end of the day, find the things that you really like, focus on the parts that are going to make this fun and enjoyable for you, and have a blast with what you're able to pick up. So thank you one and all. We will turn around tomorrow. We are here for the stream sale.
Mm-hmm.
Richie and Sean, 5:30. Join us on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
And
don't
you have a show?
You're going to talk about My Set and Focus? Yeah. So Marvel cards. If you're into the Marvel cards, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, myself and Graded Gamer, Amanda, will be on. This week's set that we are covering is a really cool one. It's called Allegiance, Avengers versus X-Men. It is a card set all about that event, and has a lot of really kind of cool versions and things that we're going to bring up inside that. So we have quite a bit of it to showcase and show off there.
All right. Well, there you go, gang. Appreciate it. Hope you have a great week and enjoy your new comic book day.
Thank you, one and all.
I Want More Comics and Games presents New Comic Book Day, September 10th, 2025. Jason Todd returns in Red Hood #1. Tom Taylor brings a new kid book called Court, Children of the Round Table, and Absolute Batman continues. Punisher is back with a new Red Band miniseries. The Undead Iron Fist is here, but what are his plans? Alex Ross Timeless variants continue this month. Transformers concludes with the current creative team of Daniel Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona with issue 24. A special prequel event happens in Redcoat #14, and Spawn drops issue 368. After 25 years of Powers, the original creative team are back with all new stories. With Powers 25 #1, Magic the Gathering presents the untold stories of Elspeth. Godzilla's new Kisei era continues. Get what you want and more at iwantmorecomics.com.